So, how did you end up transitioning to like doing your own thing? Because at this time, you like working for companies.
Yeah, that's a good question. Back to like the first question too. Yeah, Tennessee was scary for me. So I know I thrive in bigger cities, full of people that are, you
So it's
know,
scary because it's small and just out the
it
way.
was small. I felt so isolated. I was in the middle of nowhere. I felt very lonely. I actually prayed one night. I remember I was just praying like, God, I don't know where it is or what's your path, like whatever your path for me is, but like get me out of here, please. Like help me to. And of course, you got to make those moves on yourself too. So Rob, my manager, or I guess VP of sales, he sat me down the next day, and when he said like, look, I'll give you all this. I want what's best for you. I was like, bet, and I left. So, but yeah, to transition out of it, I worked for a really, really great company. Like I said, for 8 years. I mean, they were awesome. I was doing sales engineering, like lots of business development with them, and it's a very technical company. I was really lucky to really get in there because I actually don't have an engineering degree, and they teach you kind of how to be an engineer. So you're learning about network engineering, IT infrastructure, data centers, all the telecommunications that build up for Wi-Fi to be
Mm.
enabled. So I had a really cool job. I was going to like sports stadiums, Denver Broncos Stadium, the Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Falcons, and I was actually working with the IT department to design the infrastructure. So to allow for, like I said, good Wi-Fi, basically to keep it simple. So hospitals, universities, stadiums, hotels. I was going to all these like very cool places. I was in Vegas all the time, and yeah, just helping the hotels and all of them to basically like build out the infrastructure. So, I mean, it was a company that took care of me, great benefits. They had like private jets. So I
Mm.
used to be, living my best life, flying on private jets, singing like, wow, I'm super young and I'm able to work for this company. And I actually got sick. I got really sick like 4 years ago in Charlotte. Um, Basically, I had gotten this chronic illness, and a lot of people don't know this about me because you would never like
Come on, let's
tell.
get it.
Yeah, I was
Let's get
gonna
on the
say
podcast. What's up?
I probably normally I wouldn't be talking about this in public, but yeah, you would never tell, like you could never tell from my Instagram, but I actually got really sick, and I deal with this chronic illness, and I spent like over 300,000 on just my health.
Mm.
On yeah, I mean I woke up in pain, and I was in pain every day for, I mean, still now I am. So it's like that's something I deal with. That again, people don't really
So,
know.
so you still deal with that?
hmm Yep, I've seen doctors. That's one reason why I travel the world. I've seen doctors all over. I have doctors in Dubai, Germany.
You want to share what it is or no?
It's very it's like very rare, but it's similar to lupus.
How do you?
If you've heard of
So,
lupus.
how? What triggers it? Like what? Like when would you get like a?
Alcohol. I actually don't drink. I don't drink alcohol because yeah. But
She was
every
going. She
once
was
in a
going
while,
crazy on the pod earlier. Y'all. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
no,
It's vegan.
I have a little sip every now and then. Yeah, he
Mm.
said it was natural. I was
Yeah,
like, I'll
yeah, yeah.
try it. But
So alcohol. What else would trigger it?
like a lot of like sauce, like hot sauce, like spicy
Mm-hmm.
seasonings and stuff. But yeah, I have to be very careful, and I spent so much money on that. But I was working this 9 to 5. I was making pretty good money. Like I was making six figures, but I started buying houses. And of course, now I mean, I pay like 10,000 a month in mortgages plus. So to maintain my houses and the bills and but anyway, so with this, basically I was like, man, I'm having to throw 60, 70K into this, 10K into, like, medicine was expensive. So I started my shoe company, and that's when I started
So the
reselling
shoe company was the
sneakers.
first one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with my sneaker company, shout out to anybody that's ever bought a shoe from me, because I mean, y'all really mean a lot to me. Like I said, it's much deeper. It kind of gets into like my health, and it's my shoe company. I'm very passionate about that because again, that's really what I started selling shoes. I made crazy money. Like what I was making was way more than I ever dreamed in, like in my engineering job.